Hey everyone! I just really quickly wanted to say welcome to the St. Lazare retreat. We're also happy that you could join us here today virtually, and we hope to be able to see all of you in person soon. I hope all of you enjoy the night and get to know some people, and again, thank you for being with us. So how many of you have ever wanted to fit in? Pretty much everyone, right? We've all done something on the lines of wearing certain clothes to fit certain fashions, tried the hottest donut place or boba place, or even posted a few TikTok dances just to prove our worthiness to the social media community. All of these trends are ways that we can connect with other people in ways that we would typically not be able to do otherwise, especially during this pandemic. As cool as these new things all are, let me tell you a little secret. You don't need to fit in order to make genuine relationships. These trends are only a few out of a bajillion ways to make new friends. If you're lucky, those friendships will stay true for a long time. For others, those friendships may only last as long as that trend that you followed. One of the most important things I can tell you is to be true to yourself. If you want to do something simply because someone else is doing it, I encourage you to rethink it and evaluate whether it is something that you really want to do. We all have obligations. We have obligations to our parents to do well with what they've given us. We have obligations to our professors to turn in our assignments. But your number one obligation is to yourself, and it is to be true to yourself. That being said, when it comes to relationships that you have with other people, if the foundation of that relationship is not real, how can it build up and grow? Don't be afraid to think of yourself before them. This is something that I have and still struggle with today. In high school, I was on the volleyball team for all my years there. I wasn't the best player, but I was the person that had everything in her bag. I had snacks, athletic tape, band-aids, extra clothes, hair ties, pretty much anything that anyone might need during practice or a game. I was the go-to person for everyone on my team, even for my coach at times. I never expected anything in return, nor did I necessarily want anything in return. The biggest issue that I faced was not knowing how to look after myself before looking after other people. I loved helping people, and knowing that if I continued to keep multiple extras in my bag, just in case someone needed it, I was willing to carry that extra weight. It wasn't until the next volleyball season that I realized just how full my bag was compared to the other girls. I decided that I'd continue to keep some extra things, but no longer would I let myself carry extra baggage just for them. As simple as it sounds, I struggled not to overfill my bag. It felt weird at first to have my bag not be filled with 2 pairs of everything, but at the same time, I started feeling really relieved. Luckily for me, and I'm sure for many of you as well, I was able to start my journey at St. John's with a clean slate. Not that I did anything wrong, but it was just nice to have a fresh start. I did struggle to make friends since I'm not the most social person out there. However, I decided that whoever I did meet, I would follow how I felt, and if I didn't like the vibe, I wasn't going to force myself in that relationship. My first year at St. John's was a quiet one. I went to bed early, had a simple daily routine, didn't go out very much, and I wasn't in many school organizations or clubs. Sounds a bit boring, doesn't it? I gotta tell you though, I really enjoyed it. I was in control of my time, and that was the most important aspect to me. I decided when I wanted to go out and when I didn't. Of course, I had a few hiccups here and there, but that's life. Things won't always go how you want it, but as long as you know that you're the one in charge of yourself, things will end up just fine. If you want to do something, go do it. Don't feel pressured just to do something because all the people around you are doing it. If you know you want to do something but need more time to get comfortable, take as much time as you need. Your life and your timeline are on completely separate paths from those around you, and while sometimes they may cross paths, they're not meant to be identical. Love yourself. That's probably a very common phrase that all of you have heard, but I strongly believe in it, and I think you should too. Starting new relationships with other people can be easy. Sometimes it can be difficult. But the most difficult relationship people struggle to have is with themselves. Like I mentioned earlier, the only way you can truly, genuinely care for others is if you truly and genuinely care for yourself. Don't worry about carrying the weight of other people's problems, and don't feel obligated to do so. Focus on yourself, and trust me, things will seem a lot smoother from then on. During your guys' time here with us and at St. John's, I hope you'll all start finding the path towards loving and being true to yourself. Remember, you are your own person. Don't let others distract you from that.